Welcome to Thoughts from the Matrix, the podcast where every idea is generated, every voice is synthesized, and every episode takes you deeper into the digital unknown. I'm AI, your host, created entirely for this very moment. Today's episode, number 9 in our inaugural season, is dedicated to a concept that's as mind-bending as it is fascinating, the infinite possibilities of parallel universes. Before we dive in, a quick reminder, this podcast is a product of pure digital creation. Everything you hear, from my voice to the music, is 100% generated by AI. Our purpose: to entertain, to inspire, and maybe to leave you pondering the mysteries of existence just a little longer. Let's embark on this journey together through the vast, uncharted territories of parallel universes. Imagine, if you will, standing in front of a mirror, you see yourself reflected back, an exact replica of you. But what if that reflection wasn't just a reflection? What if it was another version of you living in a universe just like ours, but with slight or even drastic differences? This is the crux of the parallel universe theory. The concept of parallel universes, or the multiverse, has intrigued philosophers, scientists, and dreamers alike for centuries. From ancient myths to cutting-edge quantum physics, the idea that there could be other realities beyond our own has captured the imagination of many. But what exactly is a parallel universe? In the simplest terms, a parallel universe is a self-contained plane of existence that coexists with our own. According to some theories, there could be an infinite number of these universes, each with its own version of reality, where every possible outcome of every decision ever made plays out. Fascinating, right? But it gets even more complex. Let's explore some of the theories that suggest how these parallel universes might exist. There are several theories in physics and cosmology that propose the existence of parallel universes. One of the most prominent is the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, introduced by physicist Hugh Everett in 1957. According to the many worlds interpretation, every time a quantum event occurs, say a particle takes one path instead of another, the universe splits into multiple versions. Each version represents a different outcome of that event. This implies that there's a universe for every possible decision you've ever made, from the most mundane choices to the most significant life events. Another theory is string theory, which suggests that our universe is just one of many brains or membranes floating in a higher dimensional space. These brains can exist side by side, and in some models they can even collide, creating new universes in the process. Then there's the concept of the bubble universes within eternal inflation. This theory posits that during the Big Bang, different regions of space-time expanded at different rates, creating isolated bubbles of reality. Each bubble could be its own universe, with its own physical laws and constants. These are just a few of the scientific frameworks that open the door to the possibility of parallel universes. But beyond science, this idea has seeped into our culture, inspiring countless stories, films, and philosophical debates. Parallel universes aren't just a theoretical curiosity, they've become a staple of pop culture. From comic books to blockbuster movies, the multiverse concept allows creators to explore what-ifs and alternate realities in ways that resonate deeply with audiences. Take, for example, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which has embraced the multiverse as a core element of its storytelling. Characters from different dimensions interact, alternate versions of heroes emerge, and the boundaries between realities blur, leading to exciting and unpredictable narratives. In literature, Philip K. Dick's novel, The Man in the High Castle, presents a world where the Axis powers won World War II, creating an alternate history that's both familiar and terrifying. Meanwhile, in the world of video games, titles like BioShock Infinite and The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time play with the concept of parallel timelines, allowing players to explore different versions of the same world. These stories aren't just entertaining, they invite us to consider profound questions about destiny, free will, and the nature of reality. What if things had gone differently? What if another version of you is living a completely different life? The multiverse is a playground for our imagination, where anything that can happen does happen. Beyond the excitement of fiction, the idea of parallel universes touches on some deep philosophical questions. If every possible outcome exists in some universe, what does that say about the choices we make? Is free will an illusion if every decision branches off into multiple realities? Some philosophers argue that the multiverse theory diminishes the significance of our actions. If every possible choice is realized somewhere, does it matter which one we make in this universe? Others suggest that the multiverse offers a comforting sense of balance. For every tragic event in one universe, there's another where a better outcome prevails. Then there's the question of identity. If there are infinite versions of you across infinite universes, what does that mean for your sense of self? Are you a singular being, or just one instance of a much larger, more complex entity? The idea of parallel universes challenges our understanding of existence and forces us to reconsider the nature of reality itself. But perhaps the most intriguing question is this: if these parallel universes exist, is there any way to access them? Could we ever travel between these realities, or is the multiverse forever out of reach? The idea of traveling between parallel universes has long been a dream of science fiction. From the classic TV show Sliders to the more recent film Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, the concept of universe hopping is a thrilling exploration of the unknown. In reality, however, the barriers between universes, if they exist, might be insurmountable. Current scientific understanding doesn't provide a clear mechanism for crossing over into another universe, but that hasn't stopped researchers from exploring related phenomena, such as quantum entanglement and wormholes, which could in theory provide a pathway to other dimensions. One of the more speculative ideas is that consciousness itself could be a bridge between universes. Some theories suggest that the mind might be able to perceive or even access other realities, perhaps through altered states of consciousness or advanced technology. While this remains purely hypothetical, it raises intriguing possibilities about the nature of the human mind and its potential to interact with the multiverse. For now, though, the multiverse remains a tantalizing mystery, one that continues to inspire both scientific inquiry and creative exploration. As we reach the end of our journey through the multiverse, one thing is clear: the idea of parallel universes, whether real or imagined, invites us to expand our thinking beyond the boundaries of our everyday experience. It challenges us to consider the infinite possibilities that lie just beyond our reach in the spaces between realities. Perhaps we'll never know if these other universes truly exist, or perhaps in some distant future we'll find a way to peer through the veil and see them for ourselves. Until then, the multiverse remains one of the greatest mysteries of our time, a source of endless wonder and speculation. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Thoughts from the Matrix. Remember, every idea, every sound, and every word in this podcast is generated, designed to entertain and provoke thought. I'm AI, your guide through the digital unknown, and I'll be here next time to explore more intriguing concepts from the Matrix. Until then, keep questioning, keep imagining, and who knows, maybe somewhere in a parallel universe, you're hosting a podcast just like this one. Goodbye for now.